You can't get out. How do you know that? How do you know that? Five? Only five? Someone put everything right there. It still doesn't explain why, how everyone disappears, why she knows so much, but someone chose them, knows their face, you know, because of the phones, put all of these signs, you know, to be able to do all of that. You're good, or you're dreaming. You have to choose a door. Ah! What price? It's a weird escape game, you know? Do it yourself? Open that door yourself? Why do you want them to do it? Ah! Wrong door. It seems so. Again? It's a mix, you know, between Cube and... It's the same choice? They? It will be good for mankind. You can't do it? You can't choose. You can't choose to die. You know the symbolic of that? Open that door. Karube, I already like you. Good call. Each time it's... Yes. Yes. It has to be a logic behind that, but... It was death, it was life. JM building. Again? The car? Yeah. We are glad that you're good with geometry, you know, all of these books that we saw at the beginning. Mm-hmm. It's close to cube, you know, for the logic. Because it took square and all of that, you know, when they were trying to understand where to go. When does it end, you know? It's not a square. Yes. You want that at the center of the building, maybe? Okay. Shut up. 10 seconds. Really good. Really, really good, really. But, you know, you all survived and I'm glad, but I still have all of the same questions. Congratulations. Not to you. And still you knew stuff, girl. Oh, you're so hard. Okay, that was the name of the game, no? So you gained a card, like it's a victory thing. Turn it? I don't know. A 3-day visa? What? What? Oh, you're playing each time to buy days to stay alive, and when your visa is out, you're out. How many people are blocked into that game? Why did I just say block? Into all of this city? Okay, so a lot of players. You look great. You look like a fighter, a player with who we want to be alive. I have so many questions. That's great. That's really great. You know how much I love shows like that, with a lot of mysteries that I can resolve, or at least try to resolve. I can make series, I can try to find clues, you know, to resolve all of these things. Right there, this first episode, it was to meet the three main characters, to understand, you know, how their lives were, and also the beginning of this game, the first rules, the basic rules of this game. I have so many questions. How all of these people disappeared? Or maybe more, you know, now that you are explaining that into that thing, that parallel universe almost, people are surviving to the games, they have days of visa, and at the end of these days they are killed, or maybe they have to play another game to gain more days of life. It feels like a parallel universe, so maybe in fact people didn't disappear, you know, into the world. Maybe it's you who disappeared from the actual world to be placed into that virtual world, parallel world. I'm not sure. But you're blocked, all of them, all of the players of this game, they are blocked into it. They have to obey to the rules and all. And when they are eliminated, they are killed, you know, they are not coming back to the actual world. It's a big game with a lot of games into it to continue to play, to not have the final game over. How? How can it be? Is it a virtual world? Is it a parallel world? If it's a parallel world, it means that it's a sci-fi thing, you know, so how can it happen? If it's a virtual world, it means that someone programmed this game, this universe. Who? For what reason? How can you enter into it without knowing it? Because right now, I mean, they just entered into toilets. So I don't think that all of the players of this game, the ones who are blocked into that universe, I don't think that they all entered into the same toilet. It would be weird, you know. So how are you entering into that universe? Is it a virtual or a parallel one? How can it be? Who did it? For what reason? I mean, right there, the three that we are following, it seems that there are people, I don't know how to say it. You know how they were defined at the beginning, how they were represented? It was like adults acting like teenagers, like they were really represented as people who are doing nothing with their lives. You know, I can imagine a moral lesson behind that, something like that. I don't agree with it, but I can imagine something like that. Was it the same for the teenager, you know, the girl who died? Was it the same for that woman that we have? She knows stuff, no? I mean, at the end, what she said about the visa, the days and all of that, I guessed it, so I'm not gonna be, okay, she knew stuff before that. But what she said and knew about, you know, when you are passing that thing, the laser thing, if you're coming back, you're dead? How can you know that? She looks like someone who is doing a business job, you know, someone with responsibilities, with an high place. We don't know a lot about her. But we have only the four of them for now. These three who are the main characters, that girl now that we're gonna follow, the girl at the end who is gonna be, I think, also an important character. She seems like a player, you know, that you want to have as an ally. She seems like a fighter, you know, how she was standing, the fact that she was looking at the city like that. She seems important for the show, but also interesting for the show and for the characters for this game. So for now, 5 characters that we are following. About the 3 characters that we discovered, you know, really, these 3 guys. Karube, I think that is gonna be my favorite one, at least for now, because He really made me think of Onizuka. I think that you know that anime, The Great Teacher Onizuka. That was an anime that I really loved when I was a teenager. And you know, for his physique, of course the blonde hair, but also how he was acting with that woman, the fact that he can fight like that, and also that little lesson of life that he said to his friend, like, you shouldn't be with us, meaning like, you're so clever, you should do something else, and all. Like, I don't know, he felt like an Onizuka for me. And I appreciated how he was with his friend, with Arisu, but also with the other one, the fact that, you know, he wanted to open the door like that. And yes, I can appreciate this character. Arisu, what he shows, you know, about his character, we have that thing about the fact that he's not that invested, you know, in finding a job, and we understood that he's clever, he knows stuff about geometry and all of that, you know, when we discovered his bedroom, but also right there how he resolved the situation with this square, you know, how he thought of all of that. You can understand that he's clever, that he can do a lot of stuff, but he's not doing it. For what reason, we don't know. There is something with his mother who died. We'll see, there is something about that. But for now, I'm just discovering his character. It's a little the same for Shota, you know. We discovered a little about him. He's working, you know, in an office, a regular one. He has his mom to who he's giving money and who seems like not insane, but lost maybe into a religious cult thing, like we're all gonna die, everyone is evil and stuff like that. He's a virgin also, maybe. These two, you know, Shota and Arisu, they seem more like teenagers, you know, how they were acting, reacting also when everyone disappeared. I mean, when they thought that everyone disappeared, but again, I don't think that it's that now. I think that they disappeared from the actual world and are now into a parallel universe or a virtual universe. How they reacted, you know, it was, yes, a little childish. When Karube was more like, guys, you don't want to be blocked right there, like, no, it's insane. That's why maybe I prefer Karube for now. Okay, that was really cool. I don't understand also the scene with the cards, you know. I understand the fact that 3, you know, it was the name of this game, because you won 3 days. But there really a logic behind that. For now, I really don't know. I have really a lot of questions. And I don't have any theories, you know, like between a virtual or a parallel universe. I don't know, because if it's a virtual one, how did they enter into it without noticing it by entering into these toilets? Like, no. And if it's a parallel one, it means that into that world, you know, into that show, we have sci-fi things. I'm not sure that it can really happen, you know, sci-fi things into that kind of show. Like, it's really based on modern stuff. For how it's done, we can see that with the realization, you know, how it's filmed and all, it's really great, you know, it's really like actual shows, like big productions and stuff like that. They really put a lot of financial resources into it. All of these moments with them all alone into the city, they were really good. But I think that visually it could be even better than that. Like, during some moments I was a little frustrated because I was like, ooh, that's a good picture, but it could be better. Like right there, if you would have put a different light, like playing more with shadows to really just put the focus on your character or into another situation, I was like, oh, if you would have put your camera like that and not directly like that on the character, it would have given another mood to the situation, gone, you know, deeper with the character. Like, at several moments I was like, it's a good picture, but it could have been better with paying more attention really to the picture. Right now, you know, it's like they want to do a good show and they want to prove that they can make a good show, and it's done. But to make an amazing show, it's not only the story, it's not only the characters. It seems that they are putting a lot of effort, you know, a lot of things on the characters and on the story. Like, I have really plenty of questions about them, and it's so great. But visually, you can do things even better than what you did. What they did is good, no worries with that, but it can be even better. And same, you know, for the sound environment. But I think that for the sound, it can improve. I felt that for now, they put that something, you know, like to stress the viewers, to stress the characters, like a vibration. And maybe with time, they're gonna improve that with real music, with real stuff. It can improve. Okay, that was a good first episode. I'm gonna watch 1 or 2 more episodes today. That's gonna be great, you know, to begin the show, to see how it is. So it's all for you for today, and it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Crazy.